Howdy, Big Beefy Burger Buddy here in the episode of Modding Arts Repentance. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to do a Tainted Eden streak anymore, so I'm gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold R so the streak ends, and then we're just gonna go ahead and play like regular Eden. I got a couple reasons for that. One, genuinely like not even that difficult of a thing. I'm gonna take this just because why not? No, I don't have Libra. Oh, I have the little light bulb, dim bulb. So the two reasons I think it's gonna come down to this is one, I love rerolls in Isaac, but I don't want to like ruin a good thing. I feel like if I just keep playing Tainted Eden like that, then I'm just gonna get bored. It's probably actually a better item. But then the other reason is, I think in practice, Tainted Eden is not nearly as difficult as I was expecting Tainted Eden to be. They tend to be strong, and it's, again, if my run is bad, just get hit, and your run is automatically, like, potentially saved. But with, like, regular Eden, like, you kind of have to stick through it. So, I think we're going to just go with that instead. Now, I will say, amazing start to get these items in particular. Like, Ring of Saturn, like, pretty decent actually. Like, it's good for like that starting room burst damage scenario. Why do I always call it a scenario? You know what? I should just like reference like that Fortnite scenario song when I do that, and I just do the little jig that comes with it. That was like a season 1 one that I only know exists because I played Lethal Company, which is a really dumb reason to know it exists, but it's in the dances mod, so like that's how I know. But like decent items, the Thunder Thighs, I particularly don't like it. The D6 is funny, but we already basically have it, so there's like no point to even grabbing it. Good stats, like all around the board. Finger's really good. Like our health is already at like 4. That's a pretty substantial like increase. This is gonna be one of those rooms where the having the timer here is gonna be really good. If I had contact damage, this would be like really good. I just need like contact damage and an orbital, and this run is just like set. But I honestly think it's not like as fun, like at least doing a streak. I love Tainted Eden. Don't get me twisted. Like one of the most fun characters in the game. It is like it feels like made for me. But yeah, too much of a good thing. I don't want to ruin it. So it's kind of why rerolls are pretty fun. Is you don't get them too often. And when I think the rerolls are obviously, like, really good, Tainted Eden is, like, the reroll to end all rerolls. It is the full character. So, we're gonna go ahead and just, like, take a break from a little bit of that silly nonsense. Go back to the true challenge. Another just, like, exceptionally good item. Because we still get the benefit of all our other items. And if I just... I feel like it's very easy to, like, underrate the fact that you still shoot tears and you ignore that aspect of this item. But once you don't, like, you're going to be, like, sitting pretty. And it's basically, like, you are now your familiar... You're basically shooting a familiar out at your, like, direction. That actually wouldn't do anything for me. I shouldn't even use it. I'm gonna go ahead and go for maybe one reroll, just buy a soul heart and get out. That's like the best case right there, I think. I would not like to get hit right here. Temperance. Could use it later. But also, like, we're in a situation where, like, this run is already super good, so, and there's no penalty for getting hit, so I just get to kind of coast with this for the remainder of the thing. But honestly, that like discredits Isaac's like level of like fun factor, you know? We're literally on the level 1 streak. You can't not take this, right? Oh, that made the other one behind it disappear, which is kind of unfortunate. I think we're gonna go like a little crazy here. And I actually need to take this. I'm realizing I don't have health now. I might have made a mistake. I was like, I got penalized by dropping the thing for a spacebar item, and then I immediately got penalized again for it. And you know what? We're allowed to make those mistakes. So here's where, like, I guess I'm just like throwing to make this interesting. Like on the plus side, okay, I need to not walk into mushrooms is actually a huge thing. That's like a stat. So we're gonna play a little more passive on these floors until mushrooms like stop existing. Because we took an item I normally wouldn't, which is usually like a response that I should like take it to like prove it wrong. But also, it might just be funny. So let's see. I would like one more soul heart or basically any way to increase my health. I don't take devil deals very much anymore, but I wanted to take them because of the whole like devil thing, you know? I have the sword, so I get double items, and I wanted to get some double items. I just wanted to double up. These could kill me. They can't kill me right now because we're a little safer. I'm seeing some of these attacks in slow motion right now. So like that's a good sign that I'm like a little like locked in. It feels like, but it's also because we're like one hit from death. Which is still like not an excuse to like lock it, like not lock in here, because any hit from death, even not from death, would result in a. I think honestly at this level, having this much health is probably not worth having the strength card. Or like one hit from death if we get hit anyway, so it's best for me to just like not do that to begin with. I don't even really want this item. I will take a levers, I guess. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I should use my little guy that I'm not using if the circumstance calls for it. Like, you know, an enemy goes like and does that. Still in the cold weather. I will say that. Magician's probably gonna be better. And you know, a good thing to like remind myself is I don't get too attached to these runs. Like, they're fun to play, but like if I lose this right now, it's like, well, there are ways to avoid this. The inevitable, I guess, is a way to put it. And we got Twisted Pair, which is like insanely good, and Blood Rights, which for our circumstances is extremely bad. I could have taken that and then had half a heart and a half. Actually, no, I would actually need a red heart to be able to activate the Princess Crown. Clown, by the way. You know what? I have 25 cents. I see a reason to be trying to get a little bit of HP here from you. Not necessarily to use it to keep alive, because I think, honestly, at this point, that's a good way to get some health. I'm going to keep the sort of compound fracture, really? Well, because it's the bonus item, so it's going to do that. It's more of a thing of the fact that I can use it for, like, non-health related items. Like, maybe I could activate... Well, we don't have it now, but, you know, I could use my red hearts for, like, blood rights, stuff like that. Value that doesn't really come directly from just having HP. Oh, so we can't really grab that. Maybe we'll get some bosses here, though. Chance to go into this room, get a double item from this. This is why you always want to look for the secret room on these. I also need a bomb to be able to get, like, value out of that. I need some consumables. That's like, first and foremost for this, this particular run. Also, like, early devil deals. It's been a while since I've had, like, a devil deal earned goat head, because I usually get that from curse rooms, since, like, again, I don't really... I've tended to avoid going devil deals, but with, like, 4 hearts plus, you know, double items, it's, like, one of the best ones you can go for, since you can get a tremendous amount of value out of having Damocles, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Compound Fracture, by the way, just, like, insanely good item. Like... Our stats are set. There you go. We got some meat and tier size, which isn't going to really help all that much. And I don't really want either of those. I would like to get some consumables this floor so I can access the handful of secret or like special rooms I want to access. Boss trap room in particular. Shop would be pretty nice. We got a good amount of money. Item room if we see it, but our key supply is seeming to look a little tight, so I might not be able to access that. I think I would rather have the shop over the item room, maybe. Maybe not. The item room would give me, like, actually 2 items, so, like, that's probably better value overall. What items do I want? I'm locked out of a couple for going devil deals. Not necessarily, like, I can still get Holy Mantle. Like, that's obviously the best one to have with Damocles. You just want, like, a way to avoid actually taking hits when you get hit. And that's, like, that tends to be, like, the best thing you can get. We have access to all of our rooms now, which is heavily appreciated. I can't tell which one's an enemy bone. Just gonna try to wait for you to do your little goober attack. You almost actually, like, hit me, and I would have heavily dissociated if you decided to do that. No bomb for the funny room? I don't even, like, want belly button. And, like, the glitch item. Like, that item kind of sucks. I don't know why. It's probably because it's... This is a weird synergy. I feel like it's not something I've seen before. I will buy a bomb from the shop if there's an opportunity. Also, I'm probably just going to get a bomb from one of these. Tears up's heavily appreciated. Yeah, we just got our bomb there. Go to our shop. Oh, we get Isaac's head and placebo. Or Isaac, no, Mr. Me. That's the one that's there, actually. And Mr. Me is not very exciting for me. So, we really just have some of the funniest, like, damaged items you can have. We really don't even care about whether or not we can even get that item. This is going to be a Static Shock kind of build. And that's, like, Static Shock, like the superhero that shares the same name. That I remember being a cartoon that aired on, like, Disney that I didn't watch too often just because it wasn't on when I was watching TV. Which is a disservice because I remember really liking... Lightning is just cool, man. Like, that's bait. Like, long and the short of it, lightning is a cool power. And Static Shock's outfit looked fucking cool. Like, that was why I liked watching it. As a kid. As a little youngin'. But, like, knowing the people that I, like, went to school with and, like, their age group, despite the fact that, you know, they're the same age as me, like, their target demographic was, like, bubble guppies, which is, like, their prerogative, but, you know, really. I have 2 bumbos. I'm just gonna continue to, I don't know. You can be, like, in your 20s and like that show. That would be really good to get because I could just avoid the whole Damocles killing me process entirely. if I did that, but I didn't really account for it, so it's permanently gone. Life goes on. We're so strong we won't need it, hopefully. This is the kind of build that I'd be confident on, like, Tainted Lost to not get hit. So I'm gonna try to, like, maintain that sort of, like, thought process going into this. Bumbo, we can grab a bunch of those. We have one Bumbo at 20 level. Not great items. Generally, like, you just do this. I'm gonna hit that, and then I'm gonna grab this, and we're not even gonna worry about the 5 bombs. 5 bombs, like, it could go a little ways. Like, currently, this does suck. But at least we don't have to cross it twice. Don't really care about those keys. I'm gonna be honest. That's a room you don't give a shit about keys in. Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunately, like, that whole room was pointless. I actually have to go, like, up. And we're just gonna continue on. This is, like, an insanely good build. I'm still, like... like, the 200 streak on the other file, like... I've never been more panicked in this game before. So, like, this is like a trauma item. It's early enough in the streak where I'm ready to take it, but even at, like, a streak of 0, this is still, like, like, stress-inducing. Just because I don't want to get hit. Because, like, generally, I'm pretty, like, I'm very much, hey, hits in these roguelikes should not be as punishing as they are. And Isaac happens to be... It follows that sentiment, but also gives me reasons to use my health as a currency to achieve other goals, which is, like, one of this game's best attributes to me. Like, I'm gonna go in here. I could take Abaddon, but I gotta hate myself for it twice, and I don't feel like doing that. But also, I could have just, like, probably flipped them. How about you just flip them? What are these ones? Oh, the spikes just disappeared. Do I just want Abaddon? Those give damage. Oh, and speed. I didn't realize Abaddon gave speed. I lowered... No, it's Model Void I lowered on my respect list of items. Even though it's still, like, good. I could get butter. I'm taking the coins from the friends. So let me go in here. I'm gonna let them pick them some coins up. I'm gonna get 2 Bumbos up, maybe. And we're just gonna use our... It's occurred to me that this is the Undertale build. And the reason I say that, like, okay, well, I don't really care about having that bean item. It's a good item, though, but not, you know, necessary for this. Magneto is pretty cool. I do like Magneto. But we got the laser beams, and we got the Bone Sans Bones. We got the Sans Undertale, like, fight. All I need is, like, Death's Touch. Like, skin. Like, just having the skull effect on my character is all I need. We're, like, already in, like, quite good territory. This is a tough fight, so I am gonna try to lock in a little bit. I just don't want to get hit by, like, a random hand, and also, like... I don't really want those. Ah! I'm gonna take this. In case it allows me to... Ugh. Unfortunately, I can't teleport out and get Cricket's head. Just didn't think about it. I was, like, kind of coasting so fast. Don't even really need it, I don't think. I would obviously take that. I don't feel like doing boss rush though for that, because again, if I get hit, it's just we're locked in there, and then that's like the timer problem for this, and it's like I'd prefer to avoid that. I think our damage is plenty good enough already. This isn't like that kind of build that outright just needed that in order to get through. Sola Isaac is obviously really good. So I took the Broken Heart. I didn't really like. I was gonna mention it, and then I kind of got cut off by Cricket's head being in that. But I'm gonna take it with the off chance that like if I took fatal damage, it would allow me to continue the run, being a way to hopefully counteract having this item entirely. I'm also like highly likely of getting like Guppy's head or even just Guppy's collar from the 100% double deal chances that we're going to be seeing through the remainder of this run. So, like, the confident, on top of that, like, I mean, I did say, like, one of the best things you can get is a shield. I was worried about this pin room. I don't think I've ever seen it. And me crossing it without, was, like, a little dangerous. But I said, like, hey, a shield item is, like, one of the best things you can get right now. If I kill an enemy, I get a shield. So, like, it's like, precisely the thing I asked for. And we got Eye of Belial, Azazel Horn. I don't really want any of these. Eye of Belial is obviously really good. I don't really care enough to grab it, though. Because I don't think the lasers would get the homing thing, and the lasers really are, like, largest method for doing damage. Arcano. Probably better than the Queen of Hearts at 1 heart. Which is the unfortunate truth. It is a cool card. I like the gambling aspect of it. Where it's like you never know how many hearts you're gonna get. So like you'll take this and then like a 2 hearts would have just been better. But also like, you know, getting like gambling machine value out of that thing tends to be a rather fun way to engage with the game. As I'm not doing while I just run around with laser beams and kill everything. Freaking laser beams! Very, very strong build. Probably a very loud build as well. I have heard the audio back from some of these, like it's half the volume of my voice. I was wondering why I was hearing bleeding sound effects. It's because I was rocking into these rocks. So I guess they're not rocks. They're like... I mean, it makes sense. But they do just look like rocks to me. You got that rock diet. Do I want to, like, sit here and just, like, give you some money so you can give me, like, health? It would be really funny. I'll take that. I'll take it gladly. I don't really even feel like picking that thing up. I think I would have been hit in that room had I not killed an enemy and avoided getting hit in that room. Also, those enemies are kind of annoying with on-hit effects because they just don't work. Sometimes it's like a half chance that they just don't provide because they're like a spawned enemy, and I don't know. I get that as a balance change. It's just kind of weird to me that like those enemies just refuse. There's Dead Cat. So we just like go all in. Right? That's gonna give us conjoined. So like I'm gonna take that. We just can't lose. Damocles would revive. Dude, is Guffy's head like Dead Cat plus like Broken Heart just like insane? Because I'm gonna assume it puts this to 1. Thank you, Eye of our little Baphomet sigil. But like, so we get put to 1, right? And we die, but we're Guppy, so we don't die. So it keeps us getting the Broken Hearts, and then we res, and then maybe it cancels it out. I don't know. That's a weird interaction. Because I doubt a revive would like reset the Broken Hearts. So maybe it just doesn't work. It would just prevent the sword from falling on my head, which is really the only reason I have it. Also, it's like a guppy item, which, you know, those tend to be pretty good for a particular synergy that is by and far the best one in the game. This one's just like sensory overload. You could put this on like the TikTok, like put this clip on like the TikTok attention span bottom screen, and I feel like yeah, that's like the sensory video that you need. So I like it's pretty good. It's a pretty good build. If I had gotten hit, I don't think I've even gotten hit, right? And so we're at the point where like none of these chests are gonna give like the value that the one item does. This is just nonsense. This is just like really good. I should probably go towards the boss. You know, there's another thing that's annoying about going devil deals instead of angel deals. I can't just go fight Mega Satan for no reason. I've done it a million times, but like, well, not really. You know, that's an over-exaggeration. I've probably realistically done it like, like we gotta be at like the honest value. Probably done it like, probably close to 500, 600 times I've beaten Mega Satan at this point. Across all my files. Like, I would love to know the statistics on that. Because one, I don't really trust the in-game one to give me like an actual value. It's more so the fact that like, well, one, Delirium sometimes like turns into 5 other enemies, and that probably counts as a Delirium kill. It's like sometimes it just like doesn't make sense, you know? I had an Isaac's like thing and I just didn't even use it. You wanna know why? Because we literally don't need to use it. Because we have such an insanely broken build. Oh, we got hit. Oh, we just run into you. Truly the Zodiac item to get out of all Zodiac items. That was a crazy build. I mean, that was like 26, 27 minutes. Like, holy moly. Yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, checked my links in the description. I'll see you in the next one. I need to build up a backlog, so that's what I'm going to do today. Have fun.